do you believe it is possible to maintain two companies in competition for future launches? And could your company, with a record of success but more limited because of the time that you've been around, be able to compete without, for example, commercial business to sustain you when government budgets cannot?
Yeah, absolutely. First, I should mention that the premise of perfect success is not quite correct for ULA. It is they certainly have a very good track record, but the first Delta IV Heavy failed, and there was a partial failure of one of the Atlas missions, which resulted in a satellite having reduced life. So it's certainly a good, but it's not quite correct to say it would be a flawed premise to say that it's perfect. What I think is a logical sort of thing going forward is that there would be two families of rockets, but not three families of rockets. So currently, ULA has both the Atlas and the Delta, but those are redundant. You don't need both of those rocket families. And I think it would make sense to for the long-term security interests of the country to probably phase out the Atlas V, which depends on the Russian engine, and have ULA operate the Delta family, SpaceX operate the Falcon family, giving the Defense Department assured access to space with two completely different rocket families. I think that's the logical thing to do going forward, and I think it would be the best thing in every respect for the country. I think as a country we've generally decided that competition and the free market is a good thing, and that monopolies are not good. And it's interesting to note that from the point at which Boeing and Lockheed's launch business merged, from the point at which they stopped being competitors, the costs doubled since then. And I think the reality is when competition is introduced, reliability is a key factor in competition. So that would be a deciding factor in who wins what launches. It doesn't become less important, it becomes more important. But the cost to the U.S. taxpayer will drop substantially. I think they will drop at least to the level that they were before Boeing and Lockheed became a monopoly in the launch business, and perhaps even better than that. And frankly, if our rockets are good enough for NASA, why are they not good enough for the Air Force? It doesn't make sense.